On the understanding of sufficiency, it's remarkable. There's a belief in abundance and an understanding of sufficiency, and I've seen it in a day-to-day way, where working up in Alaska, being in one of the villages, and we were going to have grilled beaver for dinner. So one of the hunters went out and brought us a beaver. Now, I don't know if you know much about beavers, but they mate for life. So when the one beaver was taken down and we're sitting there on the campfire cooking and eating it, the other beaver is actually looking for his mate. The kids got up, got their guns out, and were getting ready to shoot it. Immediately, every person, elder person in the village is like, no, we have enough, we have enough. It's that complete fundamental understanding of enough, an understanding of reciprocity in the entire system, in the understanding of how we relate to creation, how we relate to wealth, how we take care of one another. There's an abundance when everyone is working within that same sort of understanding. I've seen a belief in abundance, working with the Batwa, or the pygmy, up in the Congo Basin over in Africa. They've been evicted from their lands, sitting on the roadside with absolutely no place to go and nothing. They still fundamentally believe in an abundance of life. They believe that there is a sacredness to life. There's a sparkle and a happiness in the midst of some of the most brutal poverty mankind could ever witness. But they also hold themselves responsible for not having been prayerful and thankful enough, in that they did not meet their obligations of taking care of creation. And that is why they are in this situation. Not because people ripped them off, stole their lands, and are pillaging their sacred grounds, but because they didn't hold with their obligations of the sacredness of creation. We find ourselves as indigenous people in this paradigm that believes so completely in the prosperity of creation. Our cultures were built around a understanding of reciprocity, with many, many mechanisms that today you would call redistribution of wealth, but have been looked at from a point of quaint cultural practices. What we've seen in many, many indigenous cultures is not only a very vibrant economic system, but how this belief in sharing unfolds in all aspects, from human behavior to actually the distribution of wealth. The Cree up in Canada James Bay Cree have this incredible tradition. It's called a walkabout, so that when you have your child, and it's pretty cold up there. It's actually really cold up there, and you can get snowed in really easily. So a walkabout is when the baby takes his first steps, and cold or hot, when the baby takes their first steps, they immediately go outside of the home. Well, they don't immediately, they make they were getting ready for this, so they make an outfit, a gorgeous, gorgeous outfit to recognize the first steps that the child is going to be taking. They also, in that outfit, create a pouch, a little purse, and they stuff it full of little foods, little gifts. And when the baby goes outside now to take its first walkabout, it's to walk out of the lodge and go the distance that it feels comfortable, and then it comes back. And in coming back, the baby meets with every single member of the community and has a gift for that person. At that moment, that child is understanding sharing. At that moment, that child is understanding reciprocity. And at that moment, you have an entire culture focusing on redistribution of wealth.